as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound, your former unit, and one that I was the commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mantis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
Hello, Seer. Thanks for spinning on in, and thank you for the Jeff pet. Welcome, welcome. Huh. There we go. Cute. Hi, how are you? How you doing?
If you take that cargo elevator down, you'll wind up in Metal Gear's underground base.
I gotta evaluate my goods. Nice. That's about what I've been doing. I was doing some Hades runs earlier. Might do more of those if I finish the game before too much time goes by. This next boss fight, which I think is just right at the bottom of this lift, is, I think, the last non-Metal Gear boss fight. And it's one of the harder ones to do with tranquilizers because he barely takes any damage from normal bullets. But the fight itself isn't hard. So I think I'll be okay. Make some more calls. I don't ever call enough.
So, you beat Wolf, huh? She was a fool to use the same tactics that failed her in your first meeting. But remember, don't let down your guard until you've got a confirmed kill.
What does that mean?
If you take that cargo elevator down, you'll wind up in Metal Gear's underground base.
Thank you for the Jeff Petino.
As long as the strategy of nuclear deterrence continues, Nuclear weapons may be reduced, but they will never be eliminated. If you think about it, nuclear reduction does not mean much without elimination as the ultimate goal.
So true.
I used to work in the DIA. I figured the only way to achieve nuclear elimination was to work from the inside to convince them of the ineffectiveness of the deterrence theory.
Seems like you're pretty focused on that issue.
Victims of nuclear radiation are a sad thing to see.
Hey, to wash the
I've
Metal
seen a
Gear,
lot
do
of
you
it.
think they use a nuclear
I've seen
detergent?
more than enough of it. I was born and raised in Pripyat, Ukraine. I was 10 years old on that day, April 26, 1986.
You don't mean...
Yes, Chernobyl. That is the day that changed my life and thousands of other lives. I live just 3 kilometers north of there. 600,000 to 700,000 people were evacuated. Over 650,000 children suffered the effects of radiation poisoning. Between 1986 and 1993, 12,000 children died. My
That's
parents
a
and many others like them who
cheerful
helped in the
start to
cleanup
the night.
died a few years later from radiation sickness. We must rid this world of all nuclear weapons before they cause more misery,
Okay, but sure,
before
yeah.
they destroy the delicate environment that keeps us alive. I will not allow this pain.
It's a little
and anxiety
short-sighted to
pass on
equate
yet another
nuclear
generation.
power with nuclear weapons. I know the intention is just to highlight the negative effects of radiation, but not the same thing. Welcome back from ads. Snake is so cool. This guy. There, easy. Should probably be wearing my body armor, honestly. That does more for me than rations do. Thanks for the Jeff Pet puppy. I think the claymore is meant to be a hint of how you can beat this guy. Because you can just place claymores at all of the intersections and he'll just walk over them and get hurt. But alas. You want me to slip? I think I can. Is it bad slipping? No. I can get shitted on, huh?
Snake,
Slipping is
I've got
into.
something to tell you about Naomi Hunter.
What about her?
Is this conversation secure?
Don't worry, the monitor's off.
Okay.
What's up?
I was in the FBI too, you know.
I didn't know that. What's your point?
Dr. Hunter's story about her background, about her grandfather being an assistant secretary to Hoover in the FBI,
Yeah?
and then going undercover to investigate the Mafia in New York.
Yeah, what about it?
It was all a big lie.
What did you
Damn.
say?
It was really bothering me. Why would she lie about it?
Why would
She
she lie
lied.
about it?
She might be a spy.
Ridiculous.
Come on, even a high school student could see past it. Didn't Naomi say that her father was Japanese?
Yeah?
At the time when Edgar Hoover was head of the FBI, there wasn't a single Asian investigator. Also, in the 50s, the undercover mafia sting operations hadn't even started yet. They first started in 1960, in Chicago, not New York.
But
You better check it out. The chief and the president mysteriously dying. That ninja. Too many strange things are happening.
Why does he do this?
are you
You
saying
think?
that Naomi might be behind it?
I don't know. Either that, or she's working with the terrorists.
Could it be?
If I find out anything, I'll call. In the meantime, be careful.
Or the terrorists want her to work with them, and so they're trying to drive her away from us. Gee, I wonder what all these birds are about, huh? Sleepy. C4, Nikita, Famas, Claymore. So many violent options.
What's that?
It's a guy with a vacuum cleaner.
Welcome, Cossack.
Cossack. Excuse me?
This is the end of the road for you, right, my friends? They're becoming excited. Ravens aren't scavengers like most people think. They're simply returning to the natural world, that which is no longer needed. Sometimes they even attack wounded foxes.
You were the one in the M1 tank? Must have been a tight fit for a big boy like you.
Oh, that was you in the tank, big boy? I'm gonna show you something else that's a
That
tight
was
fit.
no true battle.
Yeah, and you with a Gatling gun versus me, a guy, is a much better
Ravens and I
battle.
were testing to see what kind of man you were. The judgment is decided. The Ravens say you are a true warrior.
So that means you shoot me with a Gatling gun?
Am I hallucinating? I can't move.
The Raven has put the mark of death upon you. Blood from the east flows within your veins. Ah, your ancestors too were raised on
Yeah.
the barren plains of Mongolia.
Like a lot of people were.
Inuit and Japanese are cousins to each other. We share many ancestors, you and I.
There's no crows in my family tree.
You ready? I am not fond of snakes, but you are family, so I cannot complain. But there will be no holding back. You live in Alaska, too. You know of the World Eskimo Indian Olympics.
With that strength, you must have been training in the stick pull and four-man carry.
Yes, you are right. But there is another event that I excel at. It is called the ear pull. It's an event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold. It tests spiritual as well as physical strength.
You want to pull each other's ears?
The form is different, but the spirit is the same. Rejoice, Snake! Ours will be a glorious battle.
Alright. Time to pull
This isn't
something.
glorious. It's just plain killing. Violence isn't a sport.
Well, we will see if there is iron in your words.
He's getting psyched up. I'm not gonna use my stingers against this guy. But that would make it more of a fair fight. Snake is so cool. Bye. Ah. Little Raven referee. Takes a while to go up. God, that does like nothing. Huh. Oh, come on. Alright, okay. This is a pain. I really gotta shoot him in the head for it to do anything, huh? Thank you for the posture check and the hydrate, I know. That was the regular gun. God. Never understand why they gave Raven that gun, then coded the same gun and not have any of the advantages of the real thing. For real. I mean, you can break the barrels, or the crates, and create paths I can't traverse. I also don't understand why they made it so, like, he can't chase me. Like, they gave him very few advantages in this fight. It's just annoying, actually. and then I run away like a rat. And I hope that there's some more M9 bullets around here. There aren't. I can get away with it as long as I'm careful, which I haven't been. Oh, he's in his walking faster phase, where he walks a little faster. I mean, I can probably finish him off with stun grenades if I absolutely have to. This was a mistake. You really gotta go from behind. That's the only way to line up a shot good. Yep. Frozen! It's cold here. There we go. All good. All better. First try.
Just as the boss said.
Look,
It
I don't
is
like it that you're
my
calling him the boss.
existence
I'm
which is no
gonna say
longer
that.
needed in this world. But my body will not remain in this place. My spirit and my flesh will become
What are they putting
one
in
with
tranks
the
these days?
ravens.
It makes all your blood
That
come out.
way, I will return to Mother Earth who bore me. Snake!
Also, I like that I'm wearing the
I
body
will be
armor in this
watching
cutscene.
you. Understand? Snake, take this security card. It will open that door.
Thanks.
Why?
You are a snake which was not created by nature. You and the boss, you are from another world. A world that I do not wish to know. Go and do battle with him. I will be watching from above. First, I'll give you a hint. The man you saw die before your eyes. That was not the DARPA chief.
Yeah, I figured that one out.
It was Decoy Octopus, a member of Foxhound.
Alright, so that's all the members taken care of. My neck aches. I need a neck rub real bad.
He was a master of disguise. He copied his subjects down to the blood, so he drained the chief's blood and took it into himself. But he wasn't able to deceive the Angel of Death.
The Angel of Death?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. There's too many bullets.
But why go to so much trouble? Why impersonate the chief?
That is the end
This
of my
person
end.
versus a
You
human.
must solve
I mean,
the
I
rest
also
of
fought
the
a tank
riddle
earlier.
yourself.
Sussy imposter. You just... I mean, I guess the decoy octopus really was among us. In this cold weather, in this enclosed space, these birds would have a hell of a time gaining lift.
Snake. In the natural world, there is no such thing as boundless slaughter. There is always an end to it, but you are different.
I'm just built different.
What are you
I can
trying to
kill
say?
forever.
The path you walk on has no end. No matter how far you go,
Yeah, I mean, they'd
or how many
rip limbs
corpses
off.
you crawl over,
They'd
the killing will never end.
like
It's a
vaporize
future
soft
without
tissue.
hope. Hear me, Snake.
Don't worry, I got my body armor. I'm fine.
My spirit will be watching you.
Fine. Create a ration. See, okay, so if frozen rations can't be eaten, I think that hot rations should heal for double. Who doesn't want a warm meal?
Snake, it's me.
Master?
It's about Naomi. Turn your monitor off.
What about Naomi?
Damn. Colonel, is Naomi there?
Why would you lead with
No,
the
she's
Naomi
away.
thing?
She's taking a short nap.
Oh right, because
So
you're
what
evil.
is this about Naomi?
Warm meals so yummy
Maybe
and
we
warm
better
in
let the
tummy.
Colonel hear this
True,
too.
Winter.
Yeah.
True.
Go on, Master.
Well, basically, Dr. Naomi Hunter is not Dr. Naomi Hunter at all.
What?
I thought her story of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out.
And?
There is an actual Dr. Naomi Hunter, or I should say, there was one. But she's not the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared somewhere in the Middle
Oh,
East.
excuse me.
Our Naomi must have somehow obtained her identification papers.
So then who is she really?
She must be some kind of spy.
A spy?
Yes. Maybe she's been sent to sabotage this operation.
Are you saying she's with the terrorists?
I don't
But
wanna
she
believe
gave
it
me,
either,
she injected
but
me
she
with
is
the fizzy
working for
blood.
Foxhound.
So, you think she had a part in the uprising?
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
A different group?
Like China.
It couldn't be.
Place her under arrest, Colonel.
What?
She's betrayed us, Colonel. She needs to be arrested and interrogated to find out
Worm
who
meal.
she's with.
If she's one of their spies,
Just eat some dirt.
then we're
Skull.
in big trouble.
Skull.
What do you
Rui.
mean?
What the hell?
Oh, nothing.
Colonel, have you let her in on some
like
kind
that.
of vital secret or
Anyway,
something?
just eat some dirt. Warm it up in the microwave.
Does this have anything to do with the mysterious deaths of the DARPA chief and the Armstech president?
I have no idea.
Anyway, we cannot allow her to participate any further in this mission.
Wait a minute. Without her,
Yeah, hot
we can't
dermed.
complete this mission.
I knew it. You're
Just like a
hiding
worm
something.
likes to eat.
Give me some time. I'll try to get it out of her.
Oh, oops. I hit a button. Hurry then, we've got to figure out who she is and what she's doing here. Why are you British? Okay. 27% cocoa fiber. For your substrate. Yeah. Damn tags. Tamagas. right. Whoops. Alright, hold on. We do. Very specific substrate and humidity requirements. Well, I mean, geckos are pretty easy going when you think about it. But you shouldn't put them on sand, and they need a hot hide and a moist hide or whatever the fuck. Can't just... I can do this better. Moist hide. Drew, have you ever had any pets besides a dog? Also, if you were a gecko, you could very well have a worm meal inside your tummy. They eat worms. And this guy. It's always looking, huh? They'll never find me. Ah, what kind of lizard? Uh-oh.
Huh?
Just a box. Oh, nice. One of my friends had a beauty for a long time, and I guess he does again, but has passed away. He had it for, oh gosh, 12 years? Not as long as they can live, but he got a little health problem and didn't make it.
He got me! Stay on lookout for the intruder!
Alright, so if I just laid out this caution, I hopefully can move away from the side of this guy without alerting him. I'm flipped around, I see. But yeah, my friend's last bearded dragon was named Coltira. His lizards for a long time were named after, like, WoW things, because he was a big WoW guy. think I can practice my pull-ups here. Which I'm gonna need that grip soon, so. Maybe I'll just get a bed. Can I practice my grip here? Can't. Ass. Yeah, his current beardy is named Pixel, and he's very orange. Just so orange for a beardy. Ooh, it's time. Look at that. The big reveal. Rexy! Here we go. Or not. Nice. Alright, so this is poo-poo water. Possibly radioactive? I don't know. But we shouldn't be in it if we can avoid it.
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong?
Eh.
Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear. But it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, no mechanics. It's too quiet.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys. And besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files? Don't you need a password?
Of course. But there are ways.
Otacon, are you a
Are
hacker?
you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
Is there somebody there?
Snake, it's me again.
Keep blowing up
How's it
my
going?
phone.
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break
Yeah, I
in
mean, he
soon?
didn't even bend to
I've
torture.
never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
We gotta get this grip up. Good thing getting back on doesn't take any grip strength, right? And I think there's like more than 2 levels of grip too, but why would you do that? There we go. Grip level 2. That's where we need to go later as well. It's right here. Good idea to remember.
Snake?
It's like he wants to talk
You
to me
got
or
past
something.
security?
Bingo!
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
Haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon.
Yeah?
Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
No.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Stealth nuke?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one up until now?
Because of the missile's rocket propulsion system. It would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Because of that?
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An
Goddamn.
invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
We learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
It would push back the signing of the START 3 treaty. If word gets out about this weapon, it'd cause a whole world of trouble.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You've changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested. Only simulated.
You mean with VR experiments?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
Yeah, and put into
Was.
Ocelot's
President
pocket.
Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
Damn.
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So, you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
They really want me to use this assault rifle. I don't even know why I picked it up.
Snake.
Did you find it?
Otacon?
No, I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
That's part of it. Armstech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That, plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Ooh.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like they were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah. And Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
It doesn't
I
work.
see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
Rexy. We love Rexy. Alright, so I forget what to do with this section as well. So wish me luck. Oh, but Snake's gonna do that cool thing. Jeez.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No. There's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
Because the Russians paid us?
Liquid.
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site.
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the President will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the President's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India... I see.
Yes.
Trying to
When
start
the
a
other
world
countries
war.
hear about the new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the President will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion. All for money.
That
$1
money will
billion
be used to
seems
cure
like
our
so little
genome
now.
soldiers as well. I'm also including the Foxdie vaccine in our demands.
Foxdie. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with amphetamine and adrenaline levels in the blood. They deployed a product still in development into live combat. No surprise it was unreliable. They must have been desperate.
In any case, have you heard from your friend Colonel Sergei Golukovich at Spetsnaz yet?
Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted.
See,
Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power
so
with
after
nuclear
I finish
weapons?
this, which I'll probably be able to finish it pretty
That
quick.
Galukovich, he's no warrior.
It'll just be
He's a
cutscenes, honestly.
politician.
Maybe
And
so.
what should I? What do you think I should? Guys think I should play? I could do,
He's got
some
over
Hades
1,000
runs.
soldiers under his command. If
or
we
I've
joined
been learning to
forces,
speedrun
we could put up
Resident
quite
Evil
a
2
resistance
Claire's
here.
story.
Since Mantis died,
I'm
the
really bad
Genome
at it,
soldiers'
but I
brainwashing
could always
has started
stream
to
some of
wear
those
off.
that
I'm
practice.
worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as
Or
well.
I could play Baba.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here. It's going to be a long war.
We could still escape.
We have the new nuclear power, and we're going to ally with Galukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? Fighting the whole world? From here, we can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar and totally immune to interception. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
But boss, what about your promise to Colonel Galukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, you can call this place Outer Heaven.
How is it?
Boss's dream.
Boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden? If the code is entered again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the ArmsTech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
They're good actors, I must say.
By the way, what should we do with that woman?
What?
Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace
See?
in the
Meryl's
hole.
not dead.
Meryl, she's alive.
Snake, I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So, how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see, the override system that the President was talking about, it can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Only once,
You
huh?
need the keys for input. 3 of them.
But I only have the one. Where are the others?
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all
In
3
English
keys.
for it.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy?
Sure.
Yes, it's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah. The card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in one. Clever.
How many times can they say it?
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
Yeah.
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key.
Well, but
You
see,
input the keys in order
you gotta
from
put the
left
key
to
in,
right.
and then you gotta backtrack
The
all the
left
way
ones
outside,
have the
and then you
room
gotta put the
temperature
key in,
See
then you
the
gotta
symbol?
backpack all the way to the
Next to
boiling
that goes
boiling
the
lava
low
room.
temperature key. The
Then you
one
gotta
on
put the
right
key in.
is the high
It just takes a long
temperature key.
time.
Okay, I got it. First, I
Or,
change the
since
shape
this
of
is the
card,
twin
and
snakes,
then I
we can
input
do
them
it
in
much
order, right?
faster.
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code
Yep.
input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system, and it's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Yeah, and they already put the keys in somehow, even though they don't have a key. Pretty weird.
Who's that?
He shot the key out of my hand.
The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Snake! This is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
Okay. I know there's a way to do this. You got to get that boner. Can I... No, I want to drop. Can I drop? There we go. Frozen. So if you take too long to get down to the bottom, and you just leave the PAL key in the water, a rat steals it, and then you have to kill a rat, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so are those supposed to be in or out? That's what I want to know.
PAL code number 1 confirmed.
For deactivation, right?
Awaiting PAL code number 2.
For deactivation,
Okay,
right?
that takes care of PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2. Freeze the key.
Bandages. Nothing. Okay. Somebody's got to get the boner, and Snake, you're the perfect man for the job. Oh, sure, he wakes up. Wow. This is liquid nitrogen caution. I have frozen the key. And I sprayed myself in the face with liquid nitrogen. But that's probably fine. No one's ever been hurt by that, right?
Was there a noise just now?
Ow.
Who's that?
Oh, come on. Stop.
It's the enemy.
Come on. Does this count as running away? Thank God. I'm not gonna look a gift. Loading zone in the mouth. Hey look, we got the second one. For deactivation, right?
PAL code number 2 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 3.
Okay, there goes PAL code number 2. Next comes PAL number 3. Warm the key.
If I just put it between my thighs, does it work? They're pretty luscious. There we go. Sleepy, sleepy. Such a sleepy little guy. Alright, so this one is Steam Caution. Ah. Ow. My ankles.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah.
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
No.
No.
Fox Dye? Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, apparently Fox Die kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
How insidious.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure, but he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages toward the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Uh-oh.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So, it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox Die vaccine must be around somewhere.
Is that all you think about?
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
He's so thirsty for Fox Die vaccine because he's got it. Snake, Master Miller's so thirsty. And you're gonna have to water him with your
Snake,
Fox
can you
Die
hear me?
vaccine.
It's Naomi.
Naomi?
What?
What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes, but not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know anything. My parents' face is my name. The name and ID I have now I just bought. But the reason why I study genetics, that was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s, a dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi,
And then she's white in the
too
later
worried about the
games.
past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes. Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox.
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He is everything to me. The only proof I have of my existence. Of my existence as an individual.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who's he?
Big Boss.
You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. But then he and my brother went back to continue the war. And that's when it happened. He
When I
killed
happened?
my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes, that's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments.
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterward, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me.
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Fox.
He's a good man, that Gray
Naomi,
Fox.
tell me something.
About Foxdie? Foxdie is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Foxdie contains smart enzymes, created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine.
This is nerd
a peptide
shit.
which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack.
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi.
What?
You must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Foxdie.
Huh? You weren't?
No. You were injected with Foxdie as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that... No. That's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing that I wanted to tell you was... Snake...
Hey!
Oh,
What are you doing?
no, wait.
Snake...
Naomi?
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Foxdie was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you
You
double-crossed me.
double-crossing
Snake, there's
slimy
no time
snake in
for
the
that.
grass.
Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
I'm beginning to doubt my whole purpose. Yeah, Dante? Oh wow, look, I got the last key for deactivating Metal Gear.
PAL code number 3 confirmed. PAL code entry complete. Detonation code activated. Ready for
Uh-oh.
launch.
Uh-oh.
Why?
I've been tricked. Tricked by Liquid and Ocelot the whole time. They didn't have the way to
deactivated it.
activate it at all.
Thank you,
Here's the
Snake.
reveal.
Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory
Snake, do you
alloy
like my
business.
What are you talking
sunglasses?
about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation.
Accidentally.
In other words,
excuse me.
we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when I decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
Well, for starters, I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. We thought we'd get the info from you, but there was Foxdie.
There's Foxdie.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning? Just to get me to input the detonation code?
You didn't think you made it this far by yourself,
I thought I did
you?
alright,
Who
honestly.
the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Foxdie vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
I'll put an ace in your
Pokemon's
hole.
plan to use you was already successful in the torture room.
Huh?
Snake, you're the only one
What?
who doesn't know.
Huh?
Fool.
Who
What?
are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come to where I am, that is.
Where
Yeah,
are
that's
you?
Cam Clark. And, I think he also voiced
Very
Sephiroth
close
in the
by.
Kingdom Hearts games.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days.
He does,
I
though,
didn't know
doesn't
because
he?
my codec link with Master was cut
No,
off.
Master Miller's been
But
dead.
Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me,
Dear brother. Why are you...
Liquid! How the...
You've served your purpose.
Man.
You may die now.
Master Miller's life is so hard. Gets taken advantage, like, grows up poor, gets taken advantage of, falls in league with Big Boss, which is fucking tragic. Spends his entire life, like, gets like severely disabled, spends his entire life served as a dog of war, then finally retires peacefully to Alaska and gets beaten to death by Liquid Snake. Who he saved, by the way. He was part of the operation that saved young Liquid Snake from being a gang leader in Africa or whatever. Anyway, I don't know what to do here. I always forget. Like, I don't have a... Smoke? Yeah, well, the amount of times I've been stabbed in the back is nothing compared to the times that Ocelot has stabbed himself in the back. Yeah, yeah, Brewy, that's true. But no, Dante, what do I do here? Help me. I forget. Hep. Hep. Oh, I just need to escape the gas after activating Metal Gear. What do you mean I just run left? The doors are locked and I don't have a mask. Well, the windows are bulletproof. Well, I don't have the gas mask, because I didn't think of it. Forgot it existed.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass.
It's not
You can't
scripted.
break it with an
I've died
ordinary
here
weapon.
before. I remember that
Open the
much.
security lock here.
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
A minute? That's not happening.
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Thanks, bud. Where would I be without you? I mean, no offense, Dante, but you didn't do anything.
Liquid!
I appreciate your moral
Did you
support.
like my sunglasses?
Did you like my
You
sunglasses?
point a weapon at your own brother?
Yeah, I'd kiss
Why
him
did you
too.
disguise
I mean,
yourself as
what?
master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. You performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Armstech president and decoy Octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us, so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged along with bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox Die.
Fox
I was
Die?
supposed to come in
It
here
can't be.
and put
Are you
my
telling me
dirty
Naomi
little
was working with the
mitts all
Pentagon?
over everything.
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Die's program just before
So
the
Naomi
operation.
was helping
But
me.
no one knows how or why.
I wonder. Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Die's program. Oh well, doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Die vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Yeah? Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Armstech president and decoy Octopus were killed by Fox Die. But Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in
So
the virus's
far.
programming?
Could be. In any case, if it
Casually
doesn't kill
front flips
you,
on
then
a
I'm
balance
not worried
beam.
either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Clones of big boys.
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all of the old man's dominant genes. I got all the flawed, recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
So you're saying I'm the dominant one?
That's
even
right.
true.
I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you.
Well, there were
Can you
originally 8 of
understand
you.
what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Ha! Love? It's hate. His choosing me, knowingly, to be the inferior one? For this, I want revenge! You don't even understand this! You, who could kill your own real father! You stole my chance for revenge. Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him. I will destroy him!
You're just like Naomi.
Okay.
Well, I'm not like you.
Yeah, you've got a tattoo.
Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes. You missed your last chance. You'll regret that forever.
He's trying to become... I don't know, man.
Kneel down and sacrifice yourself to this
I don't know, man.
historic weapon.
I don't know if it goes over this in this game or if it comes up later or whatever, but it does turn out that Liquid has the dominant genes and Snake has the recessive ones, despite the blonde hair and brown hair thing not matching up. I don't know, it's weird, but it's like, oh yeah, Snake is the greatest, even he's overcome his genetics. Yeah, or whatever. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Metal Gear Solid 2 is way better. It's equally as cringe, but it has a lot more good moments than this one does. Where the writing's like, oh yeah, hell yeah, you know? No one is giving this man permission to top.
It's moving.
Oh yeah. No, Celeste does
How do I stop it?
sweeps all categories. It's just better. Oh, excuse me. It's just better. Uh-oh. It's Rexy. We love Rexy. Honestly, the design of this Metal Gear is so good. Did that even come out? Right, you have to stay tired. Hold on, I need to get this guy out. I have to get the sensors first. So it did come out? To like no fanfare? Okay. Alright, good. It didn't survive. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it was actually like canceled officially. That's recently? Somewhat recently? I don't remember it coming out. What? I remember that they came out with a Metal Gear Solid 3 Pachinko machine. Which gave us the updated graphics for a lot of the cutscenes, but no actual new content or anything. And then Delta has been announced, that's pretty exciting.
Did that do it?
No. Never.
Damn!
I mean,
Nice try, Snake!
I'm interested in seeing the visuals, even if I don't actually buy or play the game. My boy! Frank!
Hurry! Get away! Gray Fox! A name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat. So it is you. You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
I'll
Thanks.
send you back to hell!
I'm 30 and what is this? Nice. Gun arm. Glad he never whipped that out against me.
Fox, why? What do you want from me? I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free me. Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you. Naomi? You're the only one who can stop her. No, I can't. Why? Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. Oh, I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood, to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother. Fox. Outwardly, we may have seemed like contented brother and sister. But every time I looked into her eyes, I trembled with fear.
Skill issue, honestly.
Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving. Fox!
He's so cool. Your daily reminder from Thea to play Metal Gear Solid Portable Apps. Not only do you get more Gray Fox content, it's also just a good game. Railgun. Certified Frank Post, absolutely.
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals.
Sure.
Instead of foxhounds,
We use Royal Harriers! Fox!
how strong is that exoskeleton of yours?
Pretty strong.
Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
A cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal!
I don't know about that. Yeah, I'm just gonna let him die.
He destroyed the radome.
That means you have to target manually.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox. But now you're finished!
Now, fire the stinger!
Fox! Can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
Now, in front of you, I can finally die.
Okay.
After
Bye.
Zanzibar land, I was taken from the battle, neither truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon it will finally end.
Couldn't do it.
Die! Fox!
Snake! We're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least, I always fought for what I believed in.
But yeah, in order to get the Fox codename, you need to play this game on hard mode.
Snake!
And get really insane stats.
Farewell.
Fox! Foolish man! When death is entreated, the battle is decided.
Squinch. That robot had a lot of blood in him.
You can't protect anyone! Not even yourself!
While you were killing Grey Fox, I was studying the blade. The floor is made of like steel, by the way. So like, I mean, I know it's like a special magic science blade.
There you are!
Still kind of ridiculous.
There you are!
Thought about in the first stage. This music's pretty cool. There's probably some like do ya? You really can't dodge those by going forward or backward. You can't run towards him for the missiles, that makes it harder to dodge them. You're supposed to run to either side. Easy.
Snake! I'll crush you into dust!
Yeah, running forward or backward for the missiles makes them hit you a lot more often. Ouch. Oh man, the US government is gonna be so mad at me. I broke their toy.
Sleeping late as usual, eh, Snake?
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die, as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
The restoration of the era when warriors such as us lived as we should.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young during the Cold War, the world needed men like us.
Yeah?
We were valued then. We were desired.
Were we?
But
Did we make the
things
world
are
a better
different
place?
now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be.
Aww.
We're losing our place
Poor
in a
little
world
guy.
that no
Can't
longer
play his war
needs us.
game.
A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict shall breed conflict, new hatreds will arise, and our own biosphere shall steadily expand.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't that reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing, that's why.
I've killed very few people today.
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I get no respect.
Watched your face as you delivered the coup de grace. Oh, it reflected such vitality.
You're wrong.
There is a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan
Hey Dante, do you
was
remember
to
what
artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was a man known then
Dante,
as
do you
the
remember what
greatest
codename
living
you got?
soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells. With a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
The super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus. And
So
later
also the super baby
intentionally
method is
aborted
just like
6 of
the standard
fetuses
procedure
to
for in
encourage
vitro
strong
fertilization,
fetal
by the way.
growth. You and I
That's why in vitro
were
results in so many twins.
octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born.
He is a super baby.
It was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed to create you. I got all the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But unlike us, they carry it digitally. With the completion of the Human Genome Project in the last century, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted using gene therapy into the members of the Next Generation Special Forces. That's how they became the Genome Soldiers. That's right. The Genome Soldiers that you've been killing right and left are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
Yeah, a
The
couple.
Genome Soldiers.
I have
They are
the
misshapen
same genetics as all
creatures,
kinds of things, and I don't
artificially
worry about
produced
it.
from Father's genetic pattern. They are our blood brothers, and they were born of many an ultimate sacrifice.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments. Huh? 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect.
That's what I
of
care
it.
about, that's for sure.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure
Unwrapping
to
a present,
pesticides
being happy
and
with whatever I
radiation
get,
from
it's a
depleted
good
uranium
life to
rounds.
lead.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First, they tried to say it was post-traumatic
frame rate on
stress
these
disorder.
are good.
Then chemical, biological weapons, the poison gas detection units, and the anti-sarin injections. They were all just to cover up the secret genetic experiments.
So the so-called Gulf War
Wow.
babies that have been reported by Gulf War
This
veterans
part of the game
are...
is really struggling.
Yes, they too are our brothers
Here we
and
go.
sisters.
So the Genome Soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We're on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The Genome Soldiers suffer from the same problem, signs of symmetry. So do I, as do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
I mean, he didn't die of disease. He
In
died
nature,
of
family members don't mate with each
varicose
other,
can and later.
and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? Because it increases the chances that shared genes will be transmitted to future generations.
I'm actually going to use
Altruism
this
among blood
opportunity to use
relatives
the
is a
bathroom. I'll be right
response to
back.
natural selection. That we will help our blood relatives is inscribed in our very genes.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the Genome Soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then, I'm going to go beyond, in order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you. Look behind you.
Meryl? Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl?
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
Oh boy.
I have
Killer
a name.
genes.
No. We have no
Okay, I gotta
past,
check that
no
out sometime.
future. If we did, our fate is nothing but what is determined in the genes we inherited from our father.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we finished our business,
I feel like she's
we're
totally
almost
alive,
out
guys.
of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems
Oh my
now
God,
that the
that sounds
Pentagon
awesome.
knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision.
I
They
mean,
won't even
horrible,
need a
but
BDA. If you
certainly
want the
interesting.
details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
I love weird horror movies.
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
What is the
The
Pentagon trying to
Secretary of
do?
Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that,
Oh, my neck
B-2
hurts so
bombers just
bad.
lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
Great.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence, along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
Milk stealing.
I may be only a figurehead here,
Demon butter
but I'm still
spewing
officially in
ghost.
command
What's,
of this mission.
Oh, what is that called?
If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the
Tilbury.
subject of an undercover investigation. Meryl was
I'm gonna
transferred
put
to
both
this
of these
base
on
just
my
before
to
the
watch
terrorist
list.
attack
Thank
as a
you.
way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You'd better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. Huh? What are you doing?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it!
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty.
Uh-oh.
This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Hausman.
Put
Hey,
the Colonel
Jim.
back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he is a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Hold on, at least that's like one of
There
the least
won't be
ridiculous of
a
Kojima's
speck
names.
of evidence left. I'm sure the president
Hello,
would
I
want
am
the
an
same
American
thing.
named Jim
President
Houseman.
ordered this?
The president is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear
Except it
device.
has even less of a
Damn it.
meaning.
You'll be murdering everyone here.
It's a
The
Peace Walker.
scientists, the Genome
S-
Army,
NPC
everyone.
name.
Donald,
Where it's like,
the DARPA
oh yeah, this is
chief
hot, cold
is
man.
already dead.
So you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if
Yeah.
you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Ocelot has it.
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. You're just the lingering ghosts of a system that is no more. Well, do try to get along in the time you have left before the bomb.
Okay.
Oh, there's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. I shall nullify you and your genes, and I will take them all back. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this?
Thigh nipples.
This will be the time limit for our final battle. When death comes for this girl, this nuclear module shall vanish from this world as well. If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end.
That is too much. I love it. Ew. Ew.
And if you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it'll kill even you.
Okay. Anyway, you know, you'd love... There's the scene from Peace Walker. Because there's a character, a French ornithologist named Cecile Cosima Caminares. And, turns out her whole name is just a self-serving... Hold on.
What's wrong, Snake?
Oops. Just like a self-insert from, Shibuya Kojima. Because there's a joke partway through during a call where it's like, oh, Cosima Caminares. Kojima Caminandes. Kojima is God. It's so cringe. No. Like as in, it'll give you fuel for your fire. Okay, I'm sorry.
What's wrong, Snake?
Uh-oh.
Hurry!
Oh!
You're out of time!
Good job. Alright, I won't tell you any more about Metal Gear Solid then. Oh, this is true. It is over. Kojima's reign of terror is over. And I don't know all the Death Stranding lore because I did not finish that game. This is going poorly. Oh, okay. Bye. Thanks for coming.
Is that all you've got? You're out of time! What's wrong, Snake?
It's hard because the controls are bad.
You're out of time!
Better hurry!
No. I didn't crouch there. You made me crouch. Oh right, this is timed. Randy, your sticks! Yeah, I can't train my grip, huh?
It's going to blow!
I think the trick is to attack him right when he's not at the ready. See, like, right before or after he moves. Or when he's crossed his arms. But if he's just like in his normal stance, he's ready for you.
Better hurry! It's going to blow!
Thank you. It's a really advanced strategy.
Is that all?
Am I able to, like, step on his toes or something? I feel like there should be an advantage to knocking him off, but there really just isn't.
Hurry! It's going to blow!
I guess I can get my blood back. Ow.
Hurry!
There we go. Honk. Someone in my parking lot is honking their horn. I do not like it. I'm moving to a much better apartment in like 2 months, though. I'm very excited. It's gonna be so quiet. Oh, Brewy, you're honking? Must be a loud honker. This is how you can tell we're brothers. Because even though we didn't train together and haven't known each other our entire lives, we do the same karate moves. That's what brothers do. I mean, I guess Master Miller did train both of us for at least a little bit. It's like the two Pikachus in Pokemon the first movie. Brother, my brother, tell me what are we fighting for? Is it life or so much more? Yeah? At least I can save Meryl. Yeah, it's the first CD I ever owned. Pokemon the first movie soundtrack.
Meryl. Meryl.
She's okay. This isn't canon. She's fine. She's just sleeping. She's just really sleepy. Snake, there's a bomb there? She woke up right after this and walked out. She's fine. She's okay.
Forgive me.
You're forgiven. She's gonna get married later. It's okay. Such a drama queen.
I gave in to my fear. I gave in to my pain. I sold your life to save my own. I'm a loser. I'm not the hero you thought I was.
Damn.
I'm nothing.
But you get to be gay now, so it's okay. If any of you haven't seen the difference between the Meryl ending and the Otacon ending, I would go to like YouTube and watch them back to back. They are
Meryl,
so funny.
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Meryl can't forgive anyone anymore.
Otacon?
Hey, bud.
She's gone, Snake.
Because of me.
I guess blaming yourself makes it easier, huh? Focusing on that will keep you from thinking about her death.
What the hell do you know? Meryl's dead. I lost.
So, are you gonna stay here and die? Along with her? Snake. People die. But death is not defeat. That's what Hemingway said. I lost Wolf, too.
Yeah.
But that wasn't defeat. She and I will be together forever. We didn't lose anything.
Together. Forever.
I mean, he doesn't have to get over it, but he does have to get his ass moving. Worried about to be nuked.
It's true that Wolf is dead. But our love didn't die with her. Life isn't just a game of win or lose. Don't you think?
Not every woman who's nice
Let's
to you
live,
is
Snake.
in love with you.
There's a parking garage right next door. We can get to the surface from there. Come on. I released all the security locks. It'll be okay. We can escape. You have my word on it.
Otacon. You've changed.
He's stronger now.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know? It started. Those guys seem like they only hurry when they're destroying things. Good. Let them destroy it. But they can't destroy the human spirit.
Otacon, how did you get up here?
Let's go.
Also, his leg is better.
Meryl, I hope you're still watching me. You'll see if I'm the legendary man or not.
The elevator on top of the Metal Gear? There's not one of those.
Come on, hustle.
Snake, it's cold outside. You'll freeze like that.
Give me your jacket. There you go.
My sneaking suit.
You better hurry.
Good thing that was there.
Hurry!
Can't put my
Now
arms
you
down.
look like yourself again.
Yeah. And right after this, she gets up and walks away. Yeah?
Hurry! I'll take the wheel.
Oh, I wanted to drive.
Uh-oh, a surveillance camera. Uh-oh, no key.
I don't have anything?
Snake, climb in. Let's go. Use the weapon button. Fire that machine gun. Shoot back with it, Snake.
There we go. Really rather not shoot people.
Here they come! You can't get through. Snake, do something about them! Let's go.
Thanks.
Snake. Let's check. Here they come! You can't get through. Snake, do something about them! You did it, Snake!
Yeah, I did it. I don't remember. It's really impossible to aim that gun without it, though. Like, you can't go up and down at all without first person.
It's not over yet! Liquid!
Like, you actually can't aim up and down without going first person. Don't you dare shoot Otacon. I'm gonna be so pissed. Your glasses. Now you're driving without glasses. Headbutt. Show me in the Geneva Convention where you can't headbutt people.
I guess so.
Otacon, can you move?
It's no use. I can't move.
He's okay. He's my bud.
Damn.
Snake.
You're gonna freeze out here.
Snake! Fox?
Die.
Die.
Hell yeah. And that's the end of Liquid Snake. Forever, probably.
If he's dead, that means...
Don't think about it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Huh?
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel!
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Damn.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 bombers have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few
I
secrets.
would hope not.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, about Meryl.
I already know.
Colonel?
Meryl was my daughter.
What?
I didn't find out until recently. I got a letter from her mother, my dead brother's wife. I was going to tell her after this operation was over.
Colonel,
It's okay, Snake. Thanks anyway. Snake.
Shit.
I'm sorry I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
It's not.
Snake. I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around there.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
Oh, thank God.
It's not too far from the truth.
There's also a helicopter waiting for you at the Fox Islands.
Okay, Roy. Are you going to be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all of Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I'll look forward to that.
Roy,
Wasn't that nice?
just tell me one thing.
What?
About Foxdie. What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling's with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi?
Hey, Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
Frank wanted to tell you something. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
You're lying.
He said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought on sheer willpower until the very end.
Maybe now he's finally found some peace. My brother was already dying. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar land, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Well, he found one.
Naomi, Liquid died from Foxdie too. What about me? When am I going to go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time's up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
Naomi, what the hell?
Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code, inscribed into their genes. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before, the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA.
The real message of Metal
Because
Gear
I wanted to know who I was.
is
Where
that
I came from.
your destiny is made.
I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew
It
that,
depends not on the
then I'd
circumstances
know
of
what
one's
path
own.
I should take in life.
There's actually a
I was
lot in
wrong.
common between Metal Gear Solid 1
I
and
didn't find
Pokemon the first
anything.
movie.
I didn't learn anything. Just like with the Genome Soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that its genetic information houses a person's strengths or destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether you've been programmed or not
My
isn't
pathetic
important.
boyfriend.
The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm gonna choose life too.
God.
Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from now on, I'm going to just live.
Man.
Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to what will come. All life is tethered to the future. Loving each other, teaching each new generation, then the world can change. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life.
Hold on tight, Otacon.
Thank you, Snake.
You're gonna wanna put your arms around my waist.
Until today, I've only lived for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now?
I want to enjoy life. I really do. How about you, Otacon?
Me? I feel like a new man.
So what are you gonna do? Continue your research?
No. Science and technology are fine, but humans are my interest now.
Sounds good.
The whole reason I got into science in the first place was because I was no good with people. I was scared of them. I was scared of life. I thought that I could never understand them because they're so illogical. But I've finally learned how to like people. There's no reason for me to be afraid anymore.
You and I are more alike than I thought.
I'm no wolf, but I'm not gonna just stand on the sidelines anymore. I'm gonna stand on my own 2 feet. I'm not gonna hide anymore.
You're giving up your stealth camo?
Huh?
Nope.
Oh, yeah. You can have it. So, this is where we say goodbye to our loves as well.
Maybe we can find a new love, Otacon. Together.
Want me to drive?
No thanks. I'd rather do it myself.
No problem. Where to, Snake?
My real name is David, Otacon.
I'm Hal, Dave.
Oh, that's right. Hal. Hal and Dave. That's a good one. Maybe we should take a trip to Jupiter.
So, where are you going, Dave?
I think it's time for me to look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will you find it?
I'll find it. I know I'll find it.
So romantic. Jupiter, Florida? Oh, no way. As of 2003, I don't even want to think about how many exist now. Well, that was Metal Gear Solid 1, The Twin Snakes. Should I do all of them? Or Or should I just move on to something else? So I recently started learning how to speedrun Resident Evil 2. So I think I might start doing some of that practice on stream sometime. Right now it's a little late to start anything. So I'm probably just gonna call it here. Thank you everyone for coming out though. I'm getting a little sleepy anyway. Yeah, you too. Thank you. Let's see here. There we go. Dr. Ryder is playing some Like a Dragon. What is this? Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. It's kind of fun. So let's go ahead and raid them. And I will see you guys on Monday for more Pokemon. Good night, good night, good night. Love you.